Kumari is a Malayalam folk horror drama that mixes mythology, family politics, superstition, and a dark village legend. The story follows Kumari, a young woman who marries Devan, the heir of a powerful and wealthy family. At first, the marriage seems like a chance for Kumari to begin a new life, but the strange atmosphere around Devan's ancestral home quickly makes it clear that something is deeply wrong. The family lives under the protection of a mysterious deity, while an ancient evil is believed to be waiting in the nearby forest. What makes the film interesting is that it does not depend only on sudden scares. Instead, it slowly builds fear through rituals, old beliefs, secret traditions, and the feeling that Kumari has entered a world where ordinary rules no longer apply. As Kumari settles into her new home, she begins noticing the strange behavior of the family and the villagers. The men of the household are obsessed with maintaining their power and protecting an ancient tradition, while the women understand that there is a terrible price behind that protection. Kumari eventually learns that the family's safety is connected to a terrifying sacrifice made generations earlier. The legend says that an evil force called Chathan can destroy the family unless their ancient bargain is maintained. This revelation changes the meaning of everything happening around her. The film gradually turns the marriage itself into a trap, because Kumari is not simply a new member of the family. She is becoming part of a cycle that has continued for generations. The strongest part of Kumari is the way it connects personal conflict with supernatural horror. Devan is not presented as a simple villain at first. His desire to control the family and preserve its status slowly becomes more dangerous as he becomes willing to sacrifice anything for power. Kumari, meanwhile, grows from a quiet young bride into someone who refuses to accept the fate chosen for her. The movie also gives importance to characters like Lakshmi and Muttama, who help reveal the truth behind the family's rituals. Their knowledge makes the horror feel larger than a single haunted house. The forest, the ancestral home, the rituals, and the village all feel connected, creating an atmosphere that is unsettling even when nothing supernatural is happening on screen. The story becomes much darker when Kumari discovers that her unborn child is connected to the family's terrifying tradition. Lakshmi tries to expose the truth, but she is killed, leaving Kumari with very few people she can trust. Kumari eventually seeks the help of Chathan, the very supernatural force the family fears. This creates one of the film's biggest twists, because the supposed monster becomes connected to Kumari's fight for survival. Devan becomes completely consumed by his belief in the family's power and decides that his own child must be sacrificed to continue the protection. At this point, the movie stops being about whether the legend is real and becomes a desperate struggle between a mother protecting her child and a family trying to preserve its ancient power. The climax brings all of these conflicts together. After Kumari gives birth, Devan takes the baby to be sacrificed, believing that this is the only way to save the family. Kumari refuses to let the cycle continue and fights back with a sacred weapon. At the same time, Chathan confronts Gari Devan, the supernatural protector worshipped by Devan's family. The final battle reveals that the old system of fear and sacrifice is finally collapsing. Chathan defeats Gari Devan, while Kumari kills Devan and saves her child. The ending then jumps forward in time, showing Kumari as a stronger woman who has survived the darkness and now lives with authority and compassion. Her son's encounter with Chathan hints that the supernatural world may not be completely finished. Overall, Kumari works best as an atmospheric folk horror film, rather than a conventional jump scare movie. The movie takes its time establishing the village, the family, and the mythology, so viewers gradually understand why the characters behave the way they do. The performances, dark visuals, traditional rituals, and eerie sound design help create a strong sense of dread. Some parts may feel deliberately slow, especially for viewers expecting constant horror. But that slow pace is also what gives the climax more weight. At its heart, Kumari is a story about power, fear, tradition, and a woman breaking free from a fate decided by others. The supernatural elements make it frightening, but Kumari's fight against the family's cruel system is what gives the story its emotional impact. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to MalayalamFlix for more hidden Indian movie stories and unforgettable cinema. MalayalamFlix, stories that stay.